Sunday, November 25, 2012. This is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and this, as usual, is my 1983 Mercedes 240 diesel. Haven't had any videos in the past probably about 2 weeks. I was away on a trip for Thanksgiving, and that was a nice, warm, sunny Florida. Now I'm back in the cold Northeast and resuming work on the car. As you remember from last time, I got all the insulation off the rear of the passenger side of the floor, and I'm working on the driver's side right now. These two types of insulation are different. The stuff on the rear of the floor was very thin, almost like a layer of plastic melted on to conform to shape. The stuff in the front is about 1/4 inch thick, as opposed to maybe 1 or 2 millimeters in the back, and it's kind of seems to be some kind of a tar infused material. It's porous, and as you can see here, it does trap moisture and can cause damage. This is an area that I'm going to have to repair, so don't have too much time left. It's already dark and cold, so I'm just going to be out here for a while trying to get up the rest of this insulation on this side of the floor for today, and I'll show you where I am when I'm done. As usual, I'm working with my heat gun, which I'll show you right here. I've had this a long time. It's one of those tools that I bought and thought maybe I'll use it once or twice. It wasn't that expensive, and just bought it almost as a novelty, and it's one of those tools that I just keep finding uses for. I highly recommend owning a heat gun. So I am going to get back to work now, and I'll show you where I am when I'm done. Okay, here's my stopping point for today, and I've accomplished pretty much what I wanted to do, which is I took up the insulation layer from this section of the floor. Most of what you see here is not rust. You see this brown crud right here. This is still adhesive left over from the insulation itself. Now, I'm going to be removing this mostly with a wire brush. A wire brush attachment to my angle grinder, that is. I still want to take up some of the insulation here along the firewall, mostly because I know that the riveted repairs kind of pass underneath there, and I do need to expose the metal to repair it. Not going to take the whole thing off, just might take it up a few inches. And you can see I have now exposed these old rivets here, the top side of them. You could not even see these with the insulation. But you can see in here where the zoom out a bit again. You can see where the repair panel overlaps the original metal, and the original metal here doesn't even look all that bad, except for where it is where it meets up with the rocker. Now, I've seen this before. The metal along the rocker has completely rotted out and has disconnected from the rocker itself. So I'm going to have to shore that all up. You can also see more debris here. Looks like mice were even in the rockers on this side. I knew they were on the other side. So, and a lot of this oily crud, which underscores once again why I may not be able to do welded repairs everywhere. Because basically I'm going to have to try to clean out these rockers as best I can, but if I can't get that oily residue out, I'm really just going to be stuck making more riveted repairs. Not that that really worries me. I know YouTube folks like to see professional looking welded repairs, but this really is an accepted riveting on new sheet metal really is kind of an accepted go-to method for the home hobbyist. But like I said, I'm still a ways off from deciding exactly how I'm going to go about this. Also, the insulation, as you can see, it completely hid this rust spot right here. Though I did poke through the underside of the insulation on the underside of the floor, and I just pass a light underneath the car. You can see a light there. So gonna call it quits for the weekend. Next weekend I'm gonna come out here, just take up a couple of inches here of the insulation along the firewall, and do a little more inspecting here along the rocker. And then I have to take up the insulation on the driver's side of the car. Once that's all done, I can get the wire brush in here, clean up, and get underneath the car. And basically my strategy on this side of the car is I'm going to grind out these rivets, remove the older repair panel, because as you can see here, if you look along this edge, the guy who owned the car before me riveted this metal on, but did nothing to clean up the old metal there. It was just left there in its original rusty condition. So this is only going to get worse. I'm going to have to clean up the metal on both sides, even if I make further riveted repairs. I can use Eastwood rust encapsulator and tons and tons of undercoating, and basically just slow down and or eliminate the future rust that way, especially if I grind off everything that is here. So this here should once again underscore why you do need to take up the floor insulation. None of this was visible, and this is all rust damage that needs to be repaired. But as you can see, most of the floor panel really is in decent shape, and I can certainly strengthen this up and use it. I don't have to replace the whole floor. So, this is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and I will have more video for you in the near future. Thank you.